guys, I am Donna and this is episode 20 of my American Diaries. In the previous episode, I told you about my jobs at the restaurant, at the bakery, and babysitting for Henry 3 times a week. I was also taking care of my girls and my family, so I was quite busy, but that's what I wanted and that's what I like to do. The only thing was that I was kind of feeling that I was working for someone and not for my own soul. So if you are happy and satisfied with your work, I'm sure it's fine, even if you're working for somebody. But because I hated the owner at the restaurant and going there every day and coming back at home at the end of each day heartbroken and disappointed, it was not fun and very fulfilling job. Although I loved my job at the bakery, I loved going there, seeing my customers every day and serving beautiful cup of coffee. I thought that working at the coffee station was very creative and fun. In a year, they offered me a manager position and I accepted. I hired 2 amazing people. One of them was this young girl, Samantha. She was a student. She had a great social skills and common sense, and I put her on Friday and Saturday mornings when there was like rush hour at the bakery, and she was great to manage it like flawlessly. Another person I hired was this Greek guy, Dimitri, who was an absolutely amazing person who was cleaning everything without me telling what to do. And we were just great team. It was a joy to work with them and was very pleasant. Though there were people who were not happy with us, there was this girl who worked at the bakery before I even started working there. So she was not happy that I became the manager instead of her. So she was always on my tail and saying some bad things behind my back and creating some drama and all the unpleasant situations. And there was another guy who was the bakery manager. He just had to bake his bread and muffins and croissants and mind his own fucking business, but he wanted to control us too, people who worked in front of the house. And I don't know why, but you know, he created more dramas. And I don't like dramas in general, especially like at work. You need some pleasant, nice, happy working environment for everybody, right? Nobody needs to fight, and especially like when you're serving the customers. Anyway, in about a year or two, I thought that I had enough. I did not need to deal with that, and I could start my own business in cooking and become a private chef. So, what did I know about cooking? Well, at that time I already knew some things, but when I first came here in 2010, I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know a lot of ingredients. I remember when we first went to the Mexican restaurant, Southwest Cafe, David took us there and I opened the menu. I had no clue what enchiladas or quesadillas or tacos were. I never heard of guacamole. I've never seen avocado. So I closed the menu and I asked David to just order for me. We also went to the farmer's market that week and David bought pesto and I thought that was the greatest thing ever. And I read the ingredients, and next time I went to the supermarket, I bought all the ingredients and recreated it, and it was fantastic. So I went to the library to get some books, cookbooks and books about food. One of them was very interesting book. I don't exactly remember the name, but it was something like that, traveling around the world through food. So the author describes all different cuisines and their dishes, and I was making notes and writing down all the names and then googling them and researching about the different cuisines. I was also watching Food Network, and it was my CIA pretty much. I was not just watching for fun. I was following the recipes and recreating them and doing them, making them at home after I watched. While I was still working at the bakery, I was babysitting for Henry. So one day Susan asked me to just prep some veggies for dinner later. I chop and slice and things like that. And she was asking me to do like pretty much every time to do those little things, and I was happy because I thought that was a great thing to improve my knife skills, because I had no knife skills and I needed to practice, and it was a great way to practice. So in a few months I offered her to cook, that I could prepare some dishes, and I did, and that's how I started working and cooking for them, and became their personal chef. It was great because I was still experimenting and learning, and even if I messed up with anything, it was still fine. They did not make a big deal. They were still happy. Also, while working at the bakery, I started creating my own website, because I loved creating the recipes, taking pictures, even though I had no idea about the food photography then, but I thought that I was a great photographer, that I was taking great pictures, but no, they were bad. They were really bad. So I didn't know how to make a website, but thank God for YouTube. I learned through YouTube tutorials how to do that, and by the end of April, my website, georgiancook.com, was ready with a few recipes and blog posts, and my business cards were ready to share it with people that I met through the bakery or newcomers club or just through the town. So we went to that year after I quit. David was actually nervous. He didn't want me to quit. He was like, oh my God, what you gonna do? So I was going to college and we have no savings and nothing. So it would be hard. You have no idea what you're doing. But he did not resist too much. Thanks to him. Thank him. I'm gonna be grateful to him for that. He gave me the freedom still, even though I felt that he was nervous. And was I nervous? I don't think I was nervous, because I had no clue what I was doing. And when you don't know what you're doing, I guess you're not afraid, right? So when we came back from San Francisco, I had my first gig, I did little anniversary for Sultana Cave. Anna was our customer at the bakery. I knew her through the bakery, and I did little appetizers, like little boards, little bite-sized things, and like cupcakes and things. They had like a year anniversary of opening Salt Cave, and I remember I charged her like $180. I probably spent $150 on ingredients, because I wanted to get like the best quality ingredients from Birchfield Organics. And I knew a lot about the quality of the ingredients and how to treat them like simply and with respect, but I had no idea about the pricing. But it's okay, I learned about that too. So that will be enough for today. And oh, no, I have to tell you one more thing. So I knew that publicity was very important. So when I left the bakery, I wrote a little article about myself, who I was, how I started, or what I wanted to do, and what I was doing, and everything. And I asked this girl who I knew through Newcomers Club to publish it for me, because she worked for a social media marketing team, and she could publish it for me under her name. So in a week, there was this article named Bakery Manager Goes Solo in Home Chef. Yeah, and with my picture in the apron. Oh, I also studied cooking classes, but I'll tell you about that later in the next episode, because it's already 9 minutes. And I'll tell you also about my customers and my big event that I did. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.